Since the introduction of the plastic bag tax last autumn, more and more of us have been investing in bags for life rather than endlessly forking out 5p at the till. And that's good for the environment, of course, and even more so if the bags happen to be made out of stuff that normally gets thrown away as waste. But who would have thought old tablecloths from some of London's top restaurants have a part to play? Joe Good has the story.
Have you scanned your Sparks card?
How many of us have got in a state at the checkouts? Oh, you didn't bring your own bag, madam. That'll be 5p for a plastic one. How dare they? I'm not paying 5p to advertise their shops. But they tell us it's the law now, and they're only trying to save the planet. And with our sensible heads on, they might actually have a point. Only 5% of the world's plastic is recycled, and 5 trillion bits of plastic, some of it looking like this, ends up in our oceans. In some places, there's more plastic than there is marine life. The 5p charge is purely designed to make us think, and most stores encourage us to use a bag for life, one that we keep rather than dispose of. Here at Marks & Spencer's, this is the latest one. It costs £4 and is totally environmentally friendly, and it started out as dirty laundry. Table linen, chef's outfits and napkins are constantly on the move from many of the capital's restaurants, back and forth to be cleaned. Many of them are supplied and washed by the London Linen Company, who have to do rigorous checks to make sure that they return to restaurants in pristine condition.
This is where all the items have now come back from the restaurant. Each piece is checked and it's counted. As you can see, varying different qualities of
a lot
soil,
of red wine.
of soil and stuff, yeah.
And so where does it go from here then?
So at this point it's checked, obviously for its status, and then it will go on this belt and then it will be processed.
The Bag for Life actually started as an idea here because the laundry wanted to find a creative way to recycle their waste. Because after all, you can only wash something so many times before you have to replace it, and apart from oil, textile waste is the second biggest polluter in the world.
Currently, we're serving around 21,000 chefs within London. And in terms of tablecloths, napkins, etc., we're moving around 2 million pieces a week. So essentially, we can take these tablecloths and napkins from the fine dining restaurants within London. We can bring them back to our factories here. At that point, an individual within the production team would manage that for quality, and they would spot any imperfections or any issues with the product. That would then be discarded.
The product's actually gone through the washing process. It's now going to be ironed and it's stacked, folded, ready to go to the restaurants. The issue here is that we have some imperfection within the product, so they're being rejected. So what might seem perfectly fine to us with the guys that are putting it through, they can see the quality in the rejects that need to be re-washed. We try to re-wash it once. If we can't re-wash it, then it's discarded immediately to waste. So this is it, Joe. This is where it actually ends up. So from the processes of it coming out of the restaurant, it being sort of quality checked within the factories, looking at our rejects and trying to reprocess what we can. Everything that can't be done in that way is then bagged up. To give you some example, this is probably 2 days worth of waste.
You're kidding me.
Traditionally, this would have gone to landfill, which is a huge problem due to the amount of waste. So for us as a company, we've been trying for a number of years to get the perfect supply chain to understand that we can get this recycled.
No one believes in landfill as the best option anymore, and the London Linen Company have already won awards for their green credentials, and as a major clothing manufacturer, Marks & Spencer's take textile recycling very seriously. So the two companies made a perfect match to come up with an innovative idea.
Well, we've always been interested in different uses of waste streams from textiles, and we approached London Linen because they'd obviously got this huge amount of textile that they were using in the restaurant trade, and we were very interested to find out what they actually did with it at the end of the life of the tablecloths. And when we discovered that there was a potential for us to use that, we thought it would be an excellent idea for us to try and use it and make a new product for our customers. We take their textile waste when they're at the end of their life, we take them to a place in Leeds where they're sorted, and we pick out the panels which we think are appropriate for us to cut out and print with the design that we've created with Barbara Hulanicki to create this fabulous bag for our customers.
Barbara Hulanicki?
Yeah.
So there's a Bieber connection?
There's a Bieber connection, absolutely. And so we've got this iconic designer creating this product, which is so sustainable. I mean, it's the most sustainable product we've ever developed.
Is it durable? I mean, how long? What's the shelf life?
Yeah, it lasts for ages, because obviously one of the great things about table linen is it's made for a long life, it's very durable. So we're taking these old tablecloths, which are made of fantastic quality fabric, and obviously when they've got a small nick in them or a nasty red wine stain, they can't be used anymore. So we can obviously cut around those pieces and create these great bags.
So old dirty restaurant linen is turned into bags that help us to stop polluting our world. And if that wasn't good enough, UNICEF, the children's charity, rather like the idea too.
All of the profits from the bag are going to support UNICEF UK's work for vulnerable children all over the world. There are 35,000 bags which are part of this limited edition collection, which means that together we'll be able to raise thousands of pounds for children. And so what that money means is that we'll be able to provide life-saving vaccinations for thousands of children. We'll be able to help provide them with education so that they can go on and fulfil their potential. And also for children who are in danger, like in conflict situations, for example, in Syria right now.
So out of discarded kitchen linen, great things can be made to happen. But this project is only producing a limited edition of Bags for Life. So what's the future when they're all sold?
Well, already with this project, we can only use a certain proportion of the table linen that we get, because some of it is just not suitable for the product that we want. So there's already a significant amount of the cotton waste that we're getting, which we're shredding through people in the north of the UK to turn back into products such as loft insulation and such as filling for sound insulation in cars.
Could it even go into fashion?
Well, we've got lots of projects at the moment, and potentially we could easily see jeans one day using a significant content of recycled fibre.
So the department store and the linen suppliers have even bigger recycling plans for the future. And of course many other stores are making their own environmentally friendly bags for life. So the news is good.
But as I walk the streets of London from now on, I won't be able to stop myself from looking back as I pass some of my favourite restaurants and wonder, did I ever sit in there and use my bag as a tablecloth?